Hi, I'm Rick Dior, and today we're going to do part 3 of book 2 of Joe Morello's Master Studies. So we'll be covering pages 34, which are the triplet variations, all the way to page 39. Now that's only 5 pages, but it's a great 5 pages, and these are some of the most relevant exercises in the book for playing drum set. So let's get started with page 34, triplet variations. For these exercises, I'm going to be doing a slight wrist, let's call it a glancing blow, all right? So it's a clinch, but I'm also doing a wrist snap. Now, when I say glancing blow, it's very small, all right? Now, this is really related closely to the ride cymbal pattern in jazz. So you can see how I'm traveling there. And that's something I do and most drummers do, jazz drummers that is, when they play the ride cymbal. They don't stay in one place. They move about 3 or 4 inches across the surface of that cymbal. Now that relieves tension in the arm as well as letting that cymbal breathe a little because you're not beating the same exact spot. All right, and on a good cymbal, if you know where to play it and it doesn't build up too much, that can be really, really effective. So these exercises on page 34 take advantage of that. And let's just explain slowly by playing the first one. So on all these exercises, there's going to be an accent on each beat. So we're in 4/4 and these are triplets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. The stickings do change, all right? So that's what you have to remember. These are all kinds of double stickings, and the trick is that the second double will get the accent. So, and to do that, you have to torque, or like I said, travel your hand just a little with that glancing blow from left to right. Okay, that's the way I do it. There's no rule that says you can't do it from right to left, but I do it from left to right. So, and it's more prominent in the right hand for sure. So if you play match grip, you can do that with both hands. So I usually like to do these around 135 all the way up to 150. I'll do them a little slower for you today so you can see what's going on. I'll play through this exercise. I'll do each one 2 times. And I'm not doing any kind of check pattern in between. I'm just going to play them straight through. You know what? Let me do 4 times so you can you could see them a little closer. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did that last one, number 10, only twice because it's 4 bars long. So these are quite challenging, as you can see, very physical, and you're going to have to start slow. And they take a lot of energy to play that accent after the first note, so the double. Again, you saw that movement there. And then, as he always does, Joe adds some fill-ins there for the next section. So I do this around the same tempo, 135 to 150. And now you're going to do the same sticking patterns, but fill in between. So now on that fill-in, that single, it's important not to play too high. Keep your sticks very low on that and stay relaxed as always. So let me play these through at the same tempo for you. I'll just do each one twice once again. We will have to turn the page, so I'll stop after number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's turn the page and continue. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's that, okay? Tricky. So you, again, start slow. Keep your sticks low on the double. And one thing you might want to work on is just doing, right, left, quickly. And then left, right, quickly. A lot of you will find it's very difficult to lead with the left hand on these. Then we have fill-ins with 30-second notes. Now you're going to need to do this quite a bit slower. So a tempo I like to do is maybe around 125. It just depends how fast you can do those 30-second notes. So that's going to be about the speed of those. Now also, remember we're on triplets. So the quarter note is going to be 124, but we're going to have the triplet on the subdivision. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's number 1. And you see you do have to put a little bit of effort into that to get those doubles to come out cleanly. It's not just a bounce in this case. You are using fingers. All right. So I'll play through each one of these twice, once more, and I'll see you at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the fill-ins, the 32nd note, 5-stroke roll fill-ins. Then we turn to page, and we're pretty much at my favorite two pages of this whole book. Now, I do something like this with my book if you watch some of my videos. These are triplet variations, but with a double stroke pattern, either with the right hand or the left hand. So those are your sticking combinations. There's not a lot of, or probably no, consecutive single strokes in this exercise whatsoever. So these are just fantastic for drum set fills, shredding fours, jazz, anything really. I totally recommend working on this. And one way to work on this after you learn the ones in this book is to take rhythms, like in my books or any book, and use those as accents. So let's say you have a pattern that goes. So 1 and 2, E, 3, F4, and. Well, you can play those as triplets. So first you want to do these very, very slow and make sure you're bouncing that double. So there's no accents on any doubles in this exercise. All the accents take place on single notes, either the right or the left. So. Now, as a general rule, you're going to want to play your accents up maybe about, 10 inches or so, and everything else down about 2 or 3 inches. And it's not a forceful accent. You're dropping it and bouncing it. You're not doing this with a stiff wrist. So there's nothing stiff about this. When you get really fast, you can use kind of a whip stroke, kind of a Muller stroke for that, to bring the accents in from the side. Now, this is one of those exercises that's actually more challenging to play slow than it is to play fast. It's actually pretty easy once you have a good double to play fast. But playing it slow is difficult. Now, a good slow tempo for this is like 120. Really, really difficult just to play that double slowly in time. And you can even go slower. That's one thing I practice a lot. It's extremely difficult to do that. It's all about control. And you're controlling the bounce. So I'm not doing wrist on any of those doubles. I'm not going... If I did that, it just wouldn't sound good, all right? The whole idea is to bounce these. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play these slowly for you. We'll go a little quicker, about 130, so it doesn't take all day. And then I'll play them really fast. So first we'll go through these just a couple times each at 130 so you can see how they work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now at faster speeds, this exercise becomes more of an endurance test than anything, and a concentration test. So you can repeat this many times. In other words, you can go all the way through it and then go back to the top, or you can do each one 20 times and so forth. The way I usually like to do it is I do each one 4 times, and then I go right to the next one, and all the way to the end without stopping. So that's a pretty good benchmark for you to go for. And we'll do it at quarter note equals 200. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's quite the test. Now, again, these work great on drum sets, so you can play them on the toms, play them around the drums, and maybe I'll do a little lesson on that, like I did for the first Master Studies book, just playing these around the drums. So that'll be it for today, and next time we'll go on in the book. Once again, both these books, Master Studies 1 and 2, are pretty much, in my opinion, the greatest drum technique books ever written. As far as if you want to become a virtuoso drummer, that kind of technique, then these books are a must. So take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.